obviously they probably have the political issue.
Okay.
Which is
So where was your
inside
boundary then?
of the
So
boundary.
where was your boundary? Was it geographical? Was it the airline? Where was your boundary?
I think ours was the company. We tried.
The company.
I think we sort of tried to concentrate on things that the company had control, some control over, and things that were outside.
Outside influences.
So you were the company, you were the country.
Well, yeah, I think if you think about if that was happening in this country, the CAA would be on either shot. They wouldn't allow you to keep on flying if you were crashing that many aircraft. It wouldn't happen in this country.
They allowed them to fly to here, didn't they? What was the last crash? The last crash was here in this country. A couple of miles away. Could have got a few more miles and it landed on us.
There's a UK registered airline, so
yeah. But I mean, but presumably, we could, like Canadians, we can say, "Oh, yeah, you're not coming into our airspace. You know, you keep out of here. You're not coming here, mate."
It's been a
but we hadn't done that, had we? We hadn't gone that far.
It's been a similar issue with Indonesian airlines. I think it's Indonesian or African airlines. I think.
Well, it's this. We'll go into Hofstede and this differential business about how differential you are to other people. I think it's really crucial to a lot of things. So, so does the country and the company, or the political side, does have that within that boundary? Is there sufficient to sort that problem out?
No, because it took external influences to actually make a difference in that case, because it went on for however 20 years before it was dealt with. So it must have been
Korea was feudal system.
The outside.
If they would have reacted faster, then they could have dealt with it quite easily.
In the countries, they said it was more or less a collective responsibility, didn't it?
And I also think because of the intimate gap between the occurrence, actually made them together with it that much, basically.
Okay, now then, thinking about your own rich picture. Oh, sorry, just before I forget that. Put a little what's it called? A list here with some of your key icons on, if they're not obvious. If you, I mean, that's quite good. You can understand most of that. But if you draw like I draw, you need to do a little sign alongside. So this is a helicopter. You know, these are cross swords or whatever. So do a list here with your icons and just explaining what they are. And then 1 or 2 pages of narrative only, explaining what's in your rich picture. Okay?
How will we submit the pictures? We're going to find some way of scanning it, I presume.
Yeah. Can you all scan in the rich picture?
No.
But if you can't,
on your phone.
But if you can't scan it in, when's it due in by?
Second.
Oh, it's not about 10.
No, isn't it? I think it's 9.
9. So it's Saturday. So you can bring it in if you want to bring it in. Just bring it in. So either scan it in or bring it in with you. So a rich picture. Do a sheet of paper with your name and number and all that sort of stuff. A rich picture, and then 1 or 2 sheets of paper attached to it, just giving a narrative about your rich picture, because you'll find they feed off each other. Doing the narrative will make you go back to the picture and vice versa. Any questions then about you doing your own rich picture? It'll be about your organisation.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but would you be happy to with computer drawn graphics?
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't have to be hand drawn.
No.
The other thing is, I'm not very clear about this boundary thing yet.
No, you won't be. Well, it's easier. I mean, that's why I've done this one, because it's a difficult one. I did think about doing the volcanic ash, I must say, and being current, but there we are. What organisation are you going to look at in your case? What organisation?
CBS, where I am now.
Okay. So you're going to look at where you work, and are you going to look at the whole organisation?
No, I'm going to look at a section in England. Because if I'm going to look at the whole, that means I'm going to have to tap into the American ones.
Okay, so you're going to look at the UK one then?
Yeah, the outdoor sections.
Okay. Is that going to be your rich picture then?
Yes.
Well, there you are, you got your boundary.
But in the minimum.
So you got your boundary then. Now, are the branches around the world, are they outside that boundary or inside? Doesn't really matter, but just think about it.
Okay.
Or do they look between the two? Are they a portal, or are they portal between inside and outside?
Start having multiple boundaries as well, Kenny.
I said this in terms of decision making, they're outside. They do make decision. They're inside, but whatever the activity itself, they're outside.
Okay. And do they have a big influence on you?
They do because they decide how much we spend.
Okay. So what I'm seeing here is some outside influence coming in up here with a huge mouth. You will do this. You won't do the other.
I think I understand.
But that may not be the case. But well, what you're saying is outside the boundary, because you decided it's UK boundary, but wow, it's coming in here with a pretty big voice. With a big mouth and small eyes. I don't know what ideas into your mind, but that's the sort of thing you want. So, and then a narrative. So that's actually a boundary for you. I'm hoping the boundary is going to be fairly easy for you all. It'll either be the whole organisation or part of the organisation, or you might take students as being the boundary, your customers as being the boundary. But in the third week, you're then going to go on to the analysis side. So, although this is not to analyse yet, you will be going on to the analysis. So you need to bear in mind that you've got to get everything in here that you're going to go on to analyse.
Yeah, so the end, yeah. Makes sense.
And are we handing this through StudyNet, or are we going to have to bring it?
If you can scan it in and send it with your couple of pages of narrative, or bring it in 2 weeks' time on the 9th of May. You know, if that's easy for you, that's fine. If scanning it is difficult, just bring it in with you.
Is it on A3 sheets?
I would use A4. It pushes you. It's up to you. It's your rich picture. You can use A3, A4, but I find if you use A4, it pushes you. It's a bit small, but it pushes you to get everything in there. The more you can get in there, the better. This is all right, but if you get more in there, that's even better. And more things like a big mouth, coming in and speaking. The elephant in the room. All these sort of things. The real, very real in your world, and perceptual things that are that are real in your world. A big hairy bear who's your boss. You're not going to show that take that to work. Don't try and work on it. Or big hairy beast, or whatever it happens to be. All the real things and the things that are real to you, whether they're whether you actually touch them or not, but actually they're really in my mind. Loss of the job and stuff like this. And your family as well, if that's important. Your family as well, put that in there, perhaps somewhere. It depends how personal you want to make it, whether you want to make it personal or how organisational you want to make it. And in particular, what you can do. Because you're going to go to where you're going to go. What can you do from this rich picture? And that one of wearing showed the actual analyst up here, didn't he? I wouldn't bother. Well, you might want to put yourself in, you might not want to put yourself in, but... Anything else on rich pictures? You all happy to go and produce them? And it's the second, last week was strategy and all the background stuff. This is the real life situation you find yourself in now. And next week, 2 weeks' time, the last assignment is going on and analysing it and thinking, actually, I can deliver change in this, then link that into some theories and research and say, whatever the research is, will help me deliver that in the future. Okay? Okay, right. Back to lecture. So we'll say goodbye to Steve and everybody else, okay? And I'll switch off, okay, because I'm going to run out of battery in a minute.